never planned on making my boss bow to me, but life set the stage perfectly. My boss Mark treated everyone like they were beneath him, but he saved his worst treatment for me. He would rewrite my reports and then pretend he wrote them. He would give me impossible deadlines and then take credit when I somehow met them. It got so bad that HR practically knew my name by heart because I was in there every week with proof. But nothing happened because Mark was best friends with the regional manager. Everything changed the day the company announced a new partnership with a major client. This client was worth millions, and they were flying in to meet the person who handled all the analytics. That person was me. Mark tried to step in, saying he would present the work because he was my supervisor, but the client specifically asked for me by name because he had seen my work on a previous project. Mark was furious, but he had no choice but to let me take the meeting. The night before the presentation, Mark accidentally deleted half my files from the shared drive. He thought I would panic, but I had backups he didn't know about. Instead of calling him out, I stayed quiet because I wanted to see how far he would go. The next morning, the client arrived and Mark tried to introduce himself as the lead on the project. The client cut him off and said they had one question before the II meeting started. They asked who created the predictive model. Mark opened his mouth to lie, but I answered first and pulled out the backup drive and the timestamps showing exactly who did the work. The client looked at Mark and asked why he didn't know any of the details. Mark's face fell. For the first time in his career, he had no words. Then the client said something that changed everything. He said if I was not the one presenting, they were walking out and canceling the contract. The regional manager overheard everything and dragged Mark into a room. 10 minutes later, he walked back out pale and shaken. When the meeting started, Mark quietly approached my table and whispered that he needed my help to fix everything before he lost his job. I told him I would help, but only if he acknowledged the truth and stayed out of my way. He swallowed his pride in front of the client, the team, the regional manager, everyone, and said that I was the real reason the company was about to land this deal. He literally bowed his head while apologizing. That was the moment he finally understood that respect is something you cannot steal. You earn it, and he never had. After the presentation, the client offered me a higher position and a direct line to them, completely bypassing Mark. By the end of the week, Mark was demoted and I was promoted. We are healing and rebuilding, but now he knows this marriage will not survive any more secrets, and his sister has not spoken to either of us since, and honestly, the house feels much lighter without her.